Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jhody Putro Prastyo, and I'm gonna do a presentation about the causes of the classroom conflicts. What is a peaceable classroom? Well, first, I want to explain that a peaceable classroom is a place where students feel safe, respected, and supported. It encourages good relationships, teaches how to solve conflicts, and builds empathy and emotional skills in both students and the teachers. This kind of classroom focuses on working together, communicating well, and understanding each other to reduce conflicts and create a good learning environment for everyone. Here, I could give you the qualities of peaceable classroom. First one is cooperation. In cooperation, children learn to collaborate and trust, supporting and sharing with each other. Second is communication. In here, children learn to communicate and exchange information to accomplish a learning task. Third, there's tolerance. Children learn to respect and appreciate people's differences. Positive expressions. So in here, children learn to express feelings and self-control, which is important. We need this method to make the classroom more manageable and peace. And what is the causes of the classroom conflicts and what leads to conflicts in your classroom here? If you observe closely, you'll find that many of these conflicts point to underlying issues. These deeper problems are the real reasons behind the classroom conflicts. By examining them, you can start to handle conflicts in a constructive way. These causes can be grouped loosely into 6 categories. First one is competitive atmosphere, the intolerant atmosphere, poor communication, inappropriate expression of emotion, lack of conflict resolution skills, and misuse of power by the teacher, which I'm gonna explain later after this. The first one is competitive atmosphere. What is the competitive atmosphere? When the classroom is too competitive, students tend to work against each other instead of working together. This can lead to various problems such as the students only focusing on their own success, difficulty in working in groups, which can cause them to work individually, feeling the need to always win, causing low self-esteem when they don't, and lack of trust in teachers or classmates, competing at the wrong times. Second is intolerant atmosphere. Intolerant atmosphere occurs when the students cannot accept or understand each other, making it hard to cooperate. Reasons for this include forming cliques and blaming others, not accepting racial or cultural differences, lack of support from classmates, leading to loneliness and isolation, resentment of others' achievement, possession, or qualities. Third one is poor communication. Poor communication can cause confusion and disorganization. Misunderstanding can turn small conflicts into big ones. Bad communication leads to problems when students don't know how to express their needs and wants clearly. They have no place to share their feelings or are afraid to do so. They cannot listen to others and don't pay attention to what's happening around them. An inappropriate expression of emotion. All conflicts have an affective component, and how children express their emotion plays an important role in how conflicts develop. Conflict can escalate when students are out of touch with their feelings. They doesn't know non-aggressive way to express anger and frustration, suppressing emotion, and the lack of self-control. And the lack of resolution skill. Here, classroom conflict can escalate if students and teachers don't do it. Don't do know how to respond creatively to conflict. Parent and peer groups often value violent or highly aggressive approaches to conflict, and such approaches do exist, of course. This is a model of behavior, even if only from television. And the last one is the misuse of power by the teacher. It might be disconcerting to think that by misusing your power in the classroom, you can create whole batch of conflicts all by yourself, but it's true. You can contribute to classroom conflicts whenever you frustrate a student by placing irrational or impossibly high expectation on him or her. Manage a class with lots of inflexible rules, continuous use of authoritarian power, create an atmosphere of fear and mistrust. Yeah, this can cause the yeah the classroom conflicts that I'm talking about. Presentation part 2, solving classroom disruption. Well, to answer and how to solve this problem, the first one might be you have to set a clear expectation in the beginning. So before you start a class, you better explain the rules. Start by clearly explaining the rules and expectation for behavior during class discussions. Students need to understand what is acceptable and what is not. Yeah. Model behavior demonstrate the desired behavior. For example, show how to raise a hand to speak and how to listen respectfully when others are talking. And the second is might be engage the students actively. Use interactive and engaging activity that require all students to participate. For example, incorporate group discussion, pair share activities, or small group tasks that are related to the topic. Yeah. So give students specific role during discussion, and connect the discussion topics to student interests or real life situation to make the content more engaging and relevant. Third is monitor and address behavior. Move around the classroom to monitor students closely. Often just being near the students who are off task can discourage the disruptive behavior. And also, don't forget to use the positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior. Praise the students who are following the rules and participating appropriately. And the last one is implement consistency consequences. Address disruption promptly. Address disruption immediately and consciously. For example, if the student shout out or plays with object, remind them of the rules and the consequences. Yeah. If disruptive behavior continues, have a private conversation with the student to understand the underlying issues and to explain the consequences of their action. Follow through with established consequences. If the behavior persists, this could including moving seats, loss of privilege, or involving parents if necessary. And and the second problem is solving Stefano's disruptive behavior. It's the same like the last one. Yeah, you have to set the clear expectation in the beginning. You have to establish rules, clearly outline the classroom behavior expectation and consequences. Ensure all students understand them. Explain what specific behaviors are, what are unacceptable and what is not. Yeah. And the second is address the disruptive behavior immediately. Yeah. Address Stefano's behavior as soon as it occurs. Do not allow disruption to go unchecked. And speak with Stefano privately to avoid giving him an audience. Explain how his behavior affects the class and why it is unacceptable. Yeah, and the third one is use positive reinforcement. Yeah, encourage the positive behavior, acknowledge and praise Stefano when he behaves appropriately. Positive reinforcement can motivate him to repeat good behavior and provide small rewards for consistent positive behavior like participation points or privileges. Yeah, and also engage Stefano in class activities like gives Stefano specific roles or responsibilities during class activities to keep him engaged. Incorporate Stefano's interest into lesson to capture his attention and reduce the disruptive behavior. And for the third problem is solving classroom disruptive behavior. Like first, it's the same. You have to establish the clear rules in the beginning. Yeah, develop and display a set of clear rules about respectful behavior and zero tolerance for teasing and bullying. Ensure students understand the consequences of breaking these rules. Yeah. Clearly communicate these rules and expectation to all students, explaining why respectful behavior is important. And the second one is monitor and address the behavior immediately. Be vigilant in monitoring student interaction, especially during unstructured time. Intervene promptly when teasing or conflict occurs. When an accident occurs, address the student involved privately to avoid public embarrassment and further conflict. Also, involve parents and guardians. Inform parents about the issues and the steps being taken to address them. Seek their support in reinforcing positive behavior at home. Hold meetings with the parents of students who are frequently involved in conflict to discuss strategies for improvement. Encourage the positive behavior, recognize and reward positive behavior and respectful interaction among students. This can include verbal praise, certificates, or a point-based reward system, and allow students to nominate peers who demonstrate kindness and respect for recognition. And that is all my presentation for today. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.